guys, how are you doing? New video in your favorite car, in the Lincoln Town Car. So where am I at? I'm right here close to where we live, and sadly the snow almost all melted, except in the mountains, of course. But we had quite a bit of snow here, very low temperatures, and then the temperatures went up and it was raining and storming, and sadly the snow melted. Which is fine. We do need the snow up in the mountains, but we don't necessarily need it down on the ground right now. But it would be nice to have a new year with some snow. So side note, I just saw the gas price there. It's $3.19 for regular right now. There's the police. Let's drive nice and slow here. $3.19 for regular now. I think some gas stations even closer to $3 a gallon. So those are good news. Bad news for diesel though, because diesel prices are still very high. We'll get back to the gas in a second, because I'm on my way to a gas station to top off the town car and then put it back in the garage. So what's new? Not much. Couple things. The town car is doing great. You've seen that in the last video. I also want to wish you a happy new year with this video here. Happy new year, and thanks for watching my channel. The channel grew a lot this year, and big thanks to everyone who subscribed and who's watching the video. Thanks for all of the nice emails I'm getting, and all the comments I'm getting about my videos or questions about my cars. All right, we'll go back to we'll go to the gas station right now, and after that I'm gonna give you a short update on the town car. Something I forgot to mention in my last video about the town car's story. I forgot to tell you how many miles I drove it roughly, and if I had how much I paid for over the years, you know, to maintain the town car. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Here's another beautiful shot of the mountains just straight ahead of us. Just wanted to show you that, how beautiful it looks when the mountains are white. I always enjoy that during the winter. I do enjoy the snow. I do enjoy driving in the snow when I have lots of time. I don't enjoy driving in the snow on my way to work, but other than that, it's great to have the snow out there and beautiful white mountains. Almost at the gas station here. Trains. There's the old train station right here. I'm almost there. Well, I was talking about the low gas prices, and look at that. The gas station I chose, $4 for the 91, 3.9 for the 88, and 3.2 for the 85, and $5.25 for the diesel. Well, that is bad news. Yeah, I should have gone to the other one where it's a little cheaper, but since I'm only topping off, this is fine. This is good enough. We'll get some gas here. Alright, getting some gas right now, and while doing that, I should have used my points. We have some points from the local grocery store that we can use at Shell. That was the reason I got here. And driving a Tesla now, I don't get gas as much anymore, so I forgot about it. But it's no big deal. I'm just topping it off, so we're all good. Sticking with 88 today, 3.9, not a good price, but anyways, that's the way it is. Topping it off. Once we're done with the got, I'll let you know about the cost of the town car, and I think we're already there. I'll wait a couple seconds and put a little more in. There we go, that's good enough then. Alrighty, and here we are. So something is weird. The gauge is still showing that the tank is not full, and I'm not sure if the pump doesn't work right or if the gauge doesn't work right now that the car's parked a while. That would be odd though. Tell me what you think. I doubt the gauge doesn't work right. It's probably the pump. Anyhow, I'll drive it more often now, and as long as the roads are clear, and keep you updated if there is an issue with the fuel gauge, which I really don't think there is. I think it was the pump, but it felt like it was full, so I don't know. Weird stuff, you know. Weird stuff. What did I want to tell you? I watched a video about a fellow YouTuber's town car and how much he spent in I believe 3 years, and it was quite a bit of money. And yeah, it makes me feel bad, of course, if someone has to pay that much for the town car. I can see how that would be frustrating and take away the fun a little bit. On the other hand, his is a daily driver, and it wasn't in the best shape to begin with, so of course that you have to think about that as well. As for there's not a town car right here. As for my town car, it wasn't in excellent shape when I bought it at 16,000 miles and roughly 10 years ago, and I drove it, I hate to say this, I say it again, I hate to say that, but roughly 30,000 miles, a little bit over that, only in 10 years. I know that's not enough, but it's not my daily driver. And what did I spend? I didn't spend any money on repairs, except for the air conditioner that had to be refilled and checked. I had it checked and diagnosed because I thought something was wrong with it. Spent money on that, and that was not much. That was a couple hundreds. I spent money on 2 new batteries and on tires, and I don't have a number for you right now, but you all are car guys, you know what that is. That's, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand, but not much. So I consider myself pretty lucky with the town car. And now the question is, had I used it as a daily driver, what would the number be then? Of course it would be higher, because as a daily driver with an old car, you always have something that fails at some point or sometime. It's normal. It's just normal car life with old cars, you know. Old cars can be very fun, but can be very frustrating as well. That's why having a German old car as a daily driver and not having the money or a buddy as a mechanic to fix it, bad idea, right? If you can fix them, good idea, you know. You fix them, you have fun, great. But if you don't, bad idea. A town car, usually pretty reliable cars. And I think, had I driven it as a daily driver, I would be about the same amount of money. I would have spent more on maybe another set of tires, or I don't think anything else. I also bought some windshield wiper blades, but yeah, come on, that's small stuff. I have to count that. I bought all the bulbs, but that's more me. I like bulbs, so I do like to buy new bulbs from time to time. Good car. I trust it. I think even as a daily driver, it would be reliable. So what's my advice for people that want to buy a town car and plan on daily driving it? My advice is buy one that's not the cheapest in the country, buy one that's has lower mileage, always has been maintained, and buy it from an owner that has a record of the maintenance, and get a Carfax just to make sure, and then you're good to go. I don't think you'll have any problems. I think you'll have basic stuff to do like brakes, I did the brakes on this one too, but they were super cheap. It was just the brake pads. You do brakes, you do change your oil, you maybe change your battery, buy some tires. That's about it. You know, you won't have a lot of costs with that. Now, what's my advice for someone who wants a town car as a hobby? You can buy a higher mileage vehicle since you won't be adding too many miles, but buy one from an owner that has been maintaining it. Unless you're a mechanic, then you can just buy it for cheaper and then fix it up yourself. Always a good option. If you're not a mechanic, buy one that has been maintained and that is in a fairly decent shape. You know, look at the paint. Maybe plan a project to have it repainted. Depends on what you want to spend. Depends on what you spend at the first time. So, yeah, town car is always a good option. It's a good hobby car. It's a good daily driver. I do recommend it. And at the end of this video, just a little small side note: the smell in here reminds me of my first Panther platform car, which was a '92 Crown Victoria. It still has that similar smell, if not the same. Not always, but especially on a cold day, it has that smell. And yeah, that's awesome. And look at this, the gauge went up. I have the handle on my GoPro there, I can't show you, but I think you see it. The gauge went back up and it shows full now. So why was it that slow? That's beyond me, I don't know it. But good to know. Town car is happy. Fixed the gauge. Everything's good. Life is good. It's getting dark outside. New Year's Eve soon. So have a happy New Year, and I'll see you next year with more on my cars. Watch my last two videos. It's worth it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.